Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the first episode of Broker Brett TV. Today we're going to have Matthew Bucaro on. He has been in for commercial lending for about 6 years now. Had worked at a smaller firm, had worked at Chase, went back out to the broker side, and is passionate about getting deals done. Hopefully you'll find the information informative, helpful, and hopefully catch you again. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome to Broker Brett TV. We got Matthew Bucaro on today for our first episode, and actually a local friend of mine who's been in banking for a long time, now financing for real estate and all sorts of other commercial projects. Thanks for hopping on, Matthew.
Yeah, you're welcome, Brett. Nice to see you.
Yeah, absolutely, bud. But yeah, just want to bug you today and see, when you got into finance, why you got into it, what you're working on these days, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so honestly, I went to Cal State Fullerton and I graduated in about 3.5 years. And when I graduated, I had a finance degree and I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had a slight idea that I want to be in real estate. My grandparents, they built a few multi-units in Buena Park, Costa Mesa, and then a couple in San Diego. So nice. I was always intrigued with real estate. Back then it was super easy. You walk into the bank and show them, hey, I want to build this for this much, and they'd give you the money, right? And they write you a check. Whereas nowadays it's much, much harder and much more difficult. So honestly, I just looked on LinkedIn, found a posting for an analyst job at a company called Spectrum Commercial Lending. I worked there for about 2.5 years, got my kind of amateur underwriting skills from Spectrum. And I saw a lot of the BDOs going to, networking events, and they're going to Las Vegas conferences, and they're going on golfing trips. And, with my personality, I said, hey, I want to give it a try. Completely honest, I fell flat on my face the first few months. It wasn't easy at all. And, I think with any sales job, it's not easy. But after, 6-8 months, got my first deal, and then started getting on a roll. After Spectrum, I went to Chase Bank, and, Chase Bank was pretty good. It's a really good bank. They're a powerhouse. But you have one credit box, right? You have one box to fit in one specific product type. And so I ended up leaving there, and I went to a firm called Toro Capital Advisors, which I've been here for about 12 months, and it's been all gravy.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I was excited to talk to you about it a little while back, and how when you get out of the institutional side, you have the flexibility to recognize opportunity. People have, tangible work experience, even if they haven't owned X, Y, and Z before. Right. What are some of the cooler projects you've been able to pull off at Toro that you couldn't at a major institution?
Oh man, it's crazy. I mean, I think when I was at Chase Bank, I was looking at about maybe 10 deals a month. The network at a big bank is phenomenal. I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about it. I was looking at about 10 deals a month, and I'd say a majority of those I would pass on. Over here at Toro, I mean, the beginning of the year of 2018, I closed it was about a 76,000 square foot retail center, about 14 tenants out in Palm Springs. It was a nice deal. I think the purchase price was about $18 million.
Nice.
The biggest issue and concern for a lot of lenders was that he's never owned a property before of this size, right, and in this location. So at Chase Bank, the first question is, how many of these properties do you own in this location, right? Yeah. They say none, and not in this location, pass, go on to the next one. Yeah. So I was able to get that one done with a really good CMBS lender that we work with.
Perfect.
And it was great. The second one I'm working on right now is a ground up construction in Hawaii.
Oh, wow. Nice.
No, we would never look at a deal like that at a big bank.
Yeah, especially I'm sure there's a regionality to the bigger banks too. You probably have your territory, your markets, you're fitting those boxes in the bigger structure. Yeah. So, and I'm a little bit ignorant on this. You pair up the money with the deal. You have a few different opportunities, kind of people have their risk appetites more or less, or the markets they want to meet.
Yeah. So, I mean, the way we work is we'll sit down with the client, find out their needs. We'll get a contract signed up. Usually we work on an exclusive. Depending on the deal, we'll get 30, 60, or 90 days. And we have an in-house underwriting team
Okay.
We do the financial
Yeah.
analysis, kind of tell them our thoughts. They'll come and say, hey, we want a $10 million loan. We'll do our analysis and say, hey, look, you could probably get 8 million, but we'll go out for 10 million because that's your request.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we'll pair it with, we got this database called Brahma. We have over 5,000 lenders in there.
That's
right?
cool.
Not saying we're going out to 5,000.
Right.
We know based on our experience, our two managers have been in the industry for over 30 years each. And so we know which lenders to go out to. But yes, we'll go out to about 5 at a time. We'll get either quotes or passes. And we just pair the client up with the lender, correct? Yeah, with the money.
Sounds real similar to the insurance broker market, and just having access to the best thing for your client, being on the client advocacy side,
Right.
whether it's shopping or a claim. But yeah, no, it's great, man. And then, so what are you working on this year? What are the big plans for 2019? You got the project in Hawaii. Anything else kind of exciting on the table?
The project in Hawaii, I've been working on it for, at Chase Bank, your deals are, 30 to 60 days, right? They're very cookie cutter. These ground up construction deals take a long time.
Oh, I'm sure.
6 months. That if that one closes, it'd be in another 3 months, right? So that would be a huge for 2019. In regards to your question, a lot of people would answer the question from a business standpoint. Like, hey, I want to do X amount in revenue. Or I want to become a managing director, or I want to become part owner in a company, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to reverse engineer it, and mine is very personal.
Okay.
Like last year, my main goal was, hey, I want to get married. I want to go on the honeymoon. And to do that, it costs X amount of dollars. So what do I have to do on the business side, right?
That's cool.
So for my personal year this year, we're buying a house.
Nice.
So, right. How much does that cost for the down payment, and how much do I have to make monthly? And I'll reverse engineer that into what I need to do for the year. Big goal on the business side is I want to become a managing director.
Nice. Yeah.
And so, it's a lot to take on. And we hope they're going to open an office in Orange County. So that would definitely help. So I don't have to, go all the way to LA on the train, like I told you.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, those are the couple of goals I have.
Cool, man. No, that's perfect. I think it's a great way to think about it, a lot more holistic. And then it's not a spreadsheet, because I feel like if you get yourself emotionally involved, that's going to be the fire that's really going to pull you through, the ups and downs of a business cycle. Yeah, I've been around a couple ground up construction projects for insurance, and those things are always a little bit kind of wonky, wild rides too. So I imagine, just got to keep track of that deal.
Oh yeah.
But so who should reach out to you? Who can you help out with? Like, when in a deal, is it helpful for people to get a hold of you?
Yeah. You got to think about it. Honestly, the best referrals I get are from my contacts over at Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. Like I said, I was looking at 10 to 15 deals a month, and majority of them I wouldn't do. But those deals were getting done somewhere, right? So I'd say the best people who would contact me would be people at the big banks. Even if you can't get the deal done at your bank, it's still good to refer that client out so the deal can get done. And maybe somewhere down the road, they'll come back to you because you did do that, give them that referral. On the other end, I'd say a lot of developers. Our managing partner, Scott Lee, was at Chase Bank Manhattan, and then he was at GE Capital for about 10 years. He has tons of experience on the ground up construction stuff.
Okay, cool.
We're really good at that. So anyone developers or on the banking side.
No, it's perfect, man. And I agree too. Sometimes just helping deals get done on the banker's side is good. So that way, whoever their referral source is feels like the thing was buttoned up. You just didn't leave it hanging and leave somebody out to dry. So, when the customer gets taken care of, so it's all about.
Yeah, to a T, and since, you and I have known each other.
Yeah.
You've always been, if I ask you for a favor or a question, you've always been there to answer it or send me to the right person or point me in the right direction. So I think in business, it's huge. Even if it doesn't reward you with a paycheck or a dollar, it comes back in twofold.
Yeah, I think it's having that sense of responsibility, putting your whole person into the business, putting your name on it. Yeah. And I think, that's why I ended up doing my own thing, because I always found that I was that involved in whatever I was doing. So why not try to get the upside too? Yeah, and I think your new spot sounds awesome, man. I'll definitely have your contact info in the show notes. And we'll, thanks for being the first one to hop on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. Thank you, Brett.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Later, bud.